This is the SmallRig and Potato Jet Tribex tripod, and I want to know if this lives up to the hype that I've been seeing all over online about this tripod. Now, this is technically one of the cheapest tripods apart from their newest monopod that they just released not so long ago, but this is one of the cheapest tripods that has been released and is one of the newest tripods, and I guess you can say also, instead of cheapest, affordable tripods out there right now. And the total price for this one is actually $400, though as of the timing of the release of this video, I was able to get this tripod for $300 or $299.99, which was actually a pretty cool thing because I didn't have to pay anything extra for shipping or handling. No money was exchanged between me and SmallRig. Bought this with my own money for $299.99, and I want to see if this really lives up to the hype of everything that I've been hearing and seeing online. So let's get into the unboxing. And this will be this is a pretty nice carrying case that it comes with. This will be basically a first impressions and unboxing of this tripod. And I hope that this unboxing would be very helpful for anyone who's also looking to pick up this tripod as well. Now, one of the main reasons why I even decided to get a new tripod was because of the fact that I've been using the same tripod for at least 2020, and it was basically a very cheap tripod that I got from Amazon for about, I think, 30 or $40. And while it's not the best tripod, it has been doing a great job for the past 6 years. Though now that my camera rig is very, very heavy, and when I include a monitor, when I include a lens, and I need to do, let's say, a vertical shot, and I want to place my camera on the tripod, it can't hold the camera in that vertical orientation. So I was thinking, okay, I need something that's going to be well suited for video, since this tripod that I'm using is actually a photo tripod. And I need something that's going to be more sturdy. It's going to have some type of fluid head on it, and it's going to be very easily portable, and it will be easy for setup and taking down. Now, as of right now, I do have my phone, so I can go ahead and record what we have as our tripod. Let me go ahead and zoom in and boom. So this is currently the tripod that I have, and it's been doing an okay job at, holding this pretty beefy setup right here. But, sooner or later, I needed something that's going to be more sturdy and would suit my needs. But I also did not want to break the bank when it comes to a tripod. Like I said, I spent about 40 bucks on that one, and I want to be able to get something that is obviously going to be a bigger upgrade, but not break the bank. So I was doing lots of research online, and I know there's a lot of video tripods out there that have basically like 3 legs per tripod. So it's like you have three, 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 and it makes it more stable for those certain type of shots that you're looking for within your tripod. But I was like, hey, I know for a fact I need something that will still be stable, but still easy for setup and takedown, and still easy for traveling as well. So that's why I was looking at the Tribex SE, the cheapest one when it comes to the Tribex tripods. And I was like, hey, let's go ahead and pick it up. Let's do an unboxing. Let's do a first impressions. Let's see if it really lives up to the hype that people have been showing all over online. And I am a huge fan of Potato Jet as well and his YouTube channel. So I was like, hey, let's try it out. Now, I will admit this carrying case is really, really sturdy. It does come with this handle as well. But let's go ahead and take that apart. And some really big zippers. Okay. Packaging is really, really nice. I really like the fact that inside it has like a red zipper, which it looks like if you have some extra things that you need to place inside here, or it has extra things already inside. It looks like I'll open this up. This looks like the piece for the fluid head. Basically allows you to hold the fluid head and then you'll be able to turn it around. Comes with the Allen key. We'll see what that's for later. A manual as well, a phone clamp. And now it's time for the actual tripod. Oh, it's strapped in. Very smart move, SmallRig. Well, at least you'll know it's very secure if you ever need to travel with it. Here it is within its glory, and it looks like we have some extra padding for the actual grip that will launch the tripod as fast as possible. Pretty sturdy, pretty hefty as well. It's not like super heavy. As long as you go to the gym and all, then you can't even see it with the shirt. Let me flex on them haters real fast. I got this on right here, then boom. Yeah, you feel that? Yeah. Okay, I'm playing. Anyway, the tripod looks pretty good. Feels pretty sturdy, and I really just want to see if it's going to, open up as everyone shows online. A lot of people say that you should go ahead and open the legs up first before you actually trigger this little grip, hand grip. But let's see if we can even do so. So there's like a little red button right over here. So if you push it, you'll be able to twist that up, which is pretty cool. It has a little lock thing right over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and it looks like I can unlock it. Yep. Oh, man. It's pretty tough at this angle. So let me go ahead and turn it around. Go ahead and stand up. Bring this here. I'm going to hold on to it and let's see if it launches. Okay. That was pretty cool. More than I expected, but let's hold on to it again. And then it can go down. Okay. And I just let go. And there it is. Well, that was definitely an experience. And do I think that just from first impressions, you should go ahead and purchase this? To be honest, if you are someone who has been struggling with a tripod like me, and you know for a fact that you need a tripod for lots of different shoots, whether it be a photo shoot or a video shoot, but you're really hesitant of always bringing your tripod because of how long it takes to unlatch the legs or unscrew the legs. Speaking from a photographer who has been taking photos for over 6 years and now is doing more video, I do think that getting a tripod that launches fast but also breaks down fast as well, it's pretty worth it. But we still have to set it up and see if it can support a camera like what we have right over here. So another thing I actually want to test is to see if I can break it down easily. Now, I've been watching lots of YouTube reviews about how to break it down. A lot of people say that instead of holding it down, this little clutch mechanism, and pushing it down, is better to use gravity to basically set up and take it down. So obviously the gravity was when we just held onto the clutch. And you can make your small adjustments here and there. So then you don't have to, adjust each and every latch on each and every leg of your tripod. But to fully break it down, a lot of people are saying you want to flip it upside down. Oh, like so. Then you want to hold on to the clutch. I'm going to point it here. Yep. And there it goes. Just like that. You have broken it down. And yeah, that is one very solid tripod. Okay, well, another thing that we definitely got to test is the fluid head, but we'll see how we test that one out. Now that's already sitting on the floor, I want to see that if I hold on to the clutch, if it will still be able to rise up in its position, this bottom position. And I'm just going to hold on to it, pull up, and it definitely does so very smoothly and locks into place as well. So that is really, really nice. Okay, well, let's go ahead and attach this attachment to the fluid head. I should probably read the manual, but I'm usually not the type of person to do so. But you know what? Just for this video, I'll read the manual. Give me one moment. So I figured out where I need to place this little handle for the fluid head. Basically on this tripod, basically right over here or right over here. It looks like areas where you can screw in this little handle. So it doesn't matter if you want the left side or the right side. I'm gonna go with the right side for now. And it's just like a little screw right there. And we're just gonna tighten it in, and it's gonna be held by some little teeth as well. So I'm just gonna place that about right there and just screw it in. Now we have our little handle for our fluid head, which, oh yeah, that is really tight. Okay, now that we have that, I wanna see if I can loosen up the fluid head and see how, well, fluid it really is. I'll have to read the manual. Bear with me. There's a little knob right over here. This knob is going to be for your panning. And then we have a huge knob right over here. This one is going to be for your tilting. So we basically have to loosen those up. I'm going to loosen the tilt, okay, and loosen the pan. And one really cool thing that I think all tripods should have is always going to be a bubbler to let you know if you're actually centered. And we have a bubbler. Oh, it's going to be pretty hard to see right over there. So if you have your tripod facing this way, then obviously your bubbler will be right in front of you and you'll be able to tell if you're actually centered and balanced. But in this case, I've loosened up both the pan and tilt. And as you can tell, I am not balanced whatsoever. So I'm going to go ahead and rotate this. And first impressions is already really smooth. But if I have my clutch on my left side, right there, I want to see if I'll be able to level out this camera just by holding onto the clutch, or did I say level out this camera? Level out this tripod just by holding onto the clutch and looking at the bubble just to see how fast I can do so. So we'll just start a timer now. That was way too easy. And it probably took like what, 3 seconds? Probably 4 or less. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. If you are someone who bought a pretty cheap tripod and you've been using it for a plethora amount of years and you've been very hesitant on buying a new tripod, SmallRig Potato Jet, this is a very good product. Dare I say I would recommend it? Well, I would recommend it. Now, is it the best tripod in the world? No, of course not. But if you're someone who's been looking for an upgrade, especially if you've been very hesitant on buying new tripods, like I was for 6 years, yeah, this one really, really does a great job. I don't think I could recommend it enough. It's extremely sturdy. It feels great just from first impressions. Like, that is one really good fluid head. And then I never figured out what this does right here. Small rig, you have undone yourself, or outdone yourself, I should say. This is going to be really, really nice. I should also show you the tripod head as well. That's another thing. How do we even take out the tripod head? I should probably read the manual. What we have is that we have like some really good pins on here and a really good locking mechanism. But we have, it looks like a 3/8 right here, a quarter 20, and then a safety pin. And this was not listed on the instruction manual on how to get this out. I actually had a, it felt like I broke it, but I didn't, and everything's still working fine. So if there was one place that I feel like would be a place of improvement, it's just adding that part within the instructions on how to remove this bottom plate. So basically what you have to do is unlatch this right over here and you're gonna have this part right here that looks like it's gonna be like sliding out, right? Well, you can't really take it out like fully. What you have to do is that there's this gray button right here. You have to press it and it's gonna pop it out, but you have to press it all the way. So I'm gonna press it, and that's how you get this bottom plate off. Now it looks like we have different parts for this bottom plate. Um, go ahead and turn this over here and lock it into place. Okay. It's like really small lettering, but we have one that says for RS2 and RS3. So that's going to be your DJI Ronin bottom plates. So then if you want to easily switch from the DJI Ronin and then place it on a tripod, you can easily do so. Though if you want to use the standard, which is going to be this one, then you can go ahead and do so as well. But in this case, it also has an arrow sign for which way you should be placing your tripod plates. So definitely pay attention to that. It's like a small arrow sign that's right on top of the safety pin. But let me go ahead and take this and lock it into place. And once again, the arrow is going to be facing the direction that you're shooting. Gonna go ahead and bring it into place. You heard a small lock, and I'm going to lock it into place with this right over here. And yeah, just like that. I made this a little too tight. Just like that, we are good. Now, if you want to get, let's say, a lower angle, there's going to be like these little pieces right here where you can literally pop it off. Oh, and then you can twist it to get that lower angle for all three of the legs. I'm not going to currently do it right now because I have no need. But I'm gonna bring it down to its standard height. Perfect. And then it looks like we have another thing right over here, a little knob. And I don't know what that knob does, but I'm gonna guess that it releases the middle column and maybe it allows you to replace this head if need be. So let's go ahead and see what that does. Just release the knob and then, yep. Ah, okay. Maybe I have to unscrew this part right here, lefty loosey. And yeah, we got that part out and boom, just like that. Okay. And do I unscrew this? Probably not. I'm gonna try something here. Nope, that's not gonna fit. Want to see if you can remove this middle column. No, that seems pretty tight in there. Should probably read the manual. I know. Okay, you're already seeing it. I'll do so. Once again, it was in the manual this time. Basically, you have to loosen a screw that's in here by 2 turns. That's what the manual said. And you may be thinking, oh, we had an Allen wrench earlier. Yes, you can use the included Allen wrench, but there's also a built-in Allen wrench inside here, which is a very good touch. Good job, Small Rig. Good job, Potato Jet, because you actually know, you probably do know how many times you need an Allen wrench and you actually don't have one and it's just a hassle. So let's go ahead. Looks like I'm just gonna get in there, twist it. Oh, that is tight. That is way too tight. Okay, another point of improvement. Don't make this gosh dang compartment if you have to get the gosh dang, that's tight. Look, I got guns on me, but not like this. Oh, gosh, dang. Okay, you know what? We're gonna use the included Allen wrench because this is way too tight. Oh, okay. Yeah. Please don't make it factory tight at the factory. Loosen it up a bit. Okay. And it just releases this bottom column. And now we have this. So then if we were wanting a lower angle, we can just do so. But yeah, that Yeah, point number two, this has no reason to be that tight. Please fix that because that is not okay. Like, let's say I never needed to unscrew this, and the one time that I actually needed to do so and I didn't bring an Allen key, and you give me this small one that's inside, and it's way too tight that even I can't unscrew it myself. Come on, come on. Well, you know what? Not all tripods are perfect, though. Would I still recommend this? Yes. Yes, I would. Even after everything that I've gone through, I do think this will be replacing my very old 6-year-old tripod that I hate setting up and taking down. But to be honest, this really is a good mechanism. After all the things that I've gone through when it comes to setting up and breaking down this tripod, I do think it's worthy. It is worthy of your money. It is worthy of the engineering that went into this. And I see the vision that Potato Jet wanted to make when it came to this clutch system to easily bring up and bring down your tripod. And this is the, once again, Tribex SE. So this is like the cheapest one that they make. It's not carbon fiber, it's made out of aluminum. But to be honest, I don't need carbon fiber. Never really bothered me in the first place, but I just needed an upgrade from what I'm currently using, which is that $40, $50 6-year-old tripod. And yeah, I do think overall, despite everything that I did not like about this tripod, this is a worthy purchase overall. But I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions and unboxing. And who knows if I will follow up with another video. If I do follow up with another video, it will probably be my gripes about this tripod, but hopefully you will never see that ever. I do think my money was well spent, and I hope that yours will be too. And I hope that this is a very useful and informational video for you. If it was, please be sure to leave a like. Please subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day. All right, take it easy.